Hey guys, welcome back to Techno Hack. This is Parikshit here, back again with the new video, and this is the continuation of the Linux Essential series. And in this video, we are going to learn about the uncomplicated firewall, or you can say that the firewall in Linux system. So I have already made the documentation ready for you guys, and we will use this document to see how to use the uncomplicated firewall in any Linux system that is called as a UEFW. So to install this, first of all you have to do apt-get install, apt-get install and UEFW, so it will be installed. So as you can see that now it is upgrading it because I already have the UEFW installed, so you can see that the package is now upgrading it. Alright, and now it is installed. So I'll just clear the terminal now, and you can see when you type UFW, so it will give you the not enough arguments error, because to use this firewall you have to pass some parameter and like UFW, and you can see it by using --help, and you will see what are the options that you can use along with UFW. So I will cover the basic things here in today's tutorial, for like allowing the ports or connection, denying the connection, adding the rules into your firewall, or removing or deleting the rules from your firewall. So these are all things that we are going to cover in today's tutorial, and let's get started. So here first of all we have is how we would check the status of the firewall, like UFW status. And here you can see what are the connections that we have enabled in our UFW firewall. Alright, and now I will show you how you can see the status by using a numbered. Like if you say numbered, so it will show you by using a numbers. So later then you can use this number to delete this rule or to perform any other activity. Similarly, you can also see the status as a verbose, so verbose and say enter, so it will display you the same thing. Alright, so this is how we see the status of the firewall, what are the rules that we have set in there, and how we can see that. Alright, so next is how you will enable, disable and reset. So there is just a simple command. If you say UFW reset, so what it will do is reset the firewall to its default values. Alright, so this is what it will do. And if you say like disable, so it will disable the firewall. Okay, so let's say disable, and you can see now the firewall stopped and disabled on system startup. So when you say like UFW status, and when you check the status, so you can see that the status is inactive because the firewall is disabled. So we have to enable it first. So UFW enable, and you can see now the firewall is enabling. And when you say the status, so you can see now the active status over here for the firewall, and you can see what are the rules that we have set for the firewall currently. Alright, so this is about it. This is about the enabling, disabling and checking the status of the firewall, and checking the rules we have currently enabled in our firewall. And now I will show you how you will allow or deny any connections in the firewall. So there is the thing, like you can set the default allowing connection or default denying connection in your firewall by using this command, like UFW default deny incoming and default allow incoming or outgoing. So you can use these commands, okay, to set the default state for denying the incoming connection, or to set the default state for allowing the incoming connection. So this is about it, but now I will show you about adding the rules and denying the rules into your firewall. So currently, as we have seen, we have two rules set into our firewall. Let's say let's see what are those. So you can see that I have the 443 and 80 allowed in my firewall, and now I will show you how we will allow the SSH as well. So to allow the SSH connection, because let's see if I have the service SSH started, SSH start, and okay, so alright, I have started the SSH service, and now I will try to connect to the SSH root user 192.168.225.3, and you can see and I will say yes, and it is asking me for the passphrase because I have set the passphrase, and we can see I have connected to the Linux system from my terminal. So you can see that root at Kali. Okay, so because we have set it to default, and now I will go ahead into my Kali Linux machine and I will deny the SSH. Alright, I will now deny the SSH. I will add the SSH into my firewall. Okay, so let's do that now. UFW deny SSH, and when you say deny SSH, so you can see that the rule is added. When I see the verbose status, you can see that deny incoming from anywhere, and that is set on port 22. So let's see if now I can try it. So let's exit it, and I will now try to access it once again. So you can see that I'm not able to access the service. Yeah, and now you can see that connect to host port 22 connection timed out. I'm not able to access the port 22 from my Windows machine. Okay, so this is how you allow or deny any rule into the firewall. So similarly guys, if you want to allow it, so you can just tap UFW and allow, and say SSH or port 22. So I will say SSH, and I have updated that rule. You can see the status now. So verbose status, and you can see now the 22 port is allowed. So when I now try to access the SSH to Kali, so you can see now it's asking me for a passphrase. So let me enter the passphrase, and you can see now I'm connected back. Alright, I will exit it from here, and now I will go back here and I will show you here next thing. So here we can see now we can also allow any port by using a number. Like you can also say the UFW allow, and instead of SSH you can just type the port number like this, or you can also say here deny and the port number. Alright, so this is how you allow or deny any service here. And the next thing we have here is allowing the incoming connection from any particular IP or any particular PC, right? So if you want to do that, so if I just want my Windows PC to be able to access the SSH and not any other machine, so I will just provide the IP over here, like UFW allow and IP. So I will just check the IP, what is the IP that I have here. So I'll say IP config, and you can see my IP is 225.2, 192.168.225.2. so I will just have to enter it over here. So UFW allow from 192.168.225.2. alright, so this is how we do it. Enter, and you can see the rule is added. So when I see the status, you can see that the 192.168.225.2 machine is allowed to anywhere, so I can connect to any port on Kali Linux machine from this Windows PC. Alright, so this is how we do it. Okay, so next thing is you can also allow the particular machine to any particular port by giving this command, which is UFW allow from and the IP address to any and port. So you can say like 22. So you can now see the rule is added. When I say status, so you can see now the anywhere is there because we have not removed or we have not denied that, and the 22 is there as well particularly. Okay, so this is how we do. And if you suppose want to do remove this anywhere and you just want to keep this 22 as it is, so you can delete, or yeah, you can check what is the number status. So you can, instead of verbose, you can see the number status over here, and you can see that number 2 is there for anywhere like this. So you can remove this particular, so UFW and delete number 2. Alright, so you can see now deleting allow from this. So proceed with the operation, say yes, and you can now see the rule is deleted. Now when I see the number status, I don't have the anywhere for this particular IP address. Alright, so only SSH can be accessed from this Windows machine and not any other port. So this is how you restrict the port for any particular machine, okay, that you want to. Alright, so moving further, how you can allow the incoming connection for HTTP, and you can see here how you can reject the outgoing connection for any port like HTTP or SMTP. So you can go through this and you can see how you can perform the different rules and different operations in this UFW firewall. Okay, so next thing is deleting the rules. So I have already shown you how you can delete the rule, but yeah, so there are two methods how you can delete the rules. So the first thing is by using a numbered method, which I have just shown you. So by using a numbered means you can just see what are the number that the particular service is having. So you can see that number 1 2 3 4 5, and you can delete any particular number. Like suppose if I want to delete number 5, so I want to remove the SSH access, allow access. So I will say delete 5, and you can see now the 22 TCP v6 that should be deleted. So when I say yes, and when I now see the status, so number 5 is gone, so the particular SSH access is removed. Next thing how you can delete manually is by using the port number, and to do that first we have to deny that particular service, then only you can delete it. Suppose if I want to delete the let's say 3, like 443, so when I say UFW and delete UFW and delete, and when I say deny 80, alright, and when I say deny 443, okay, and TCP, so this is how the method is to delete manually. And when I say enter, you can see could not delete the non-existing rule, but that rule actually exists. So to do that, first we have to deny the particular service. Alright, so before delete, just deny it. Alright, and say enter. Now you can see the rule is updated, and when you now try to delete it, so enter, and now you can see the rule is deleted. When I see the number status over here, I do not see the 443 particularly, just like how we see it over here, it's not there now. Alright guys, so this is how we do it. This is how we delete the rule by using a number status and by using a manual way as well. Alright, so this is about it, and if you want to just go through it and just see what are the options available for the UFW, so you can always type man UFW and you can see the number of options that you can use along with the UFW command. And when you say space, so you will see number of options displaying over here. Okay, so you can check how you can reset it, how you can check the status, okay, how you can allow it, and what are the options and other parameter that you can use over here. Okay, so how you can particularly update the incoming and only outgoing connections for any particular protocol, so that can be seen over here and you can learn it from there. Alright guys, so this is about it, and as this is a series that we are doing for the Linux Essential, so I think we have pretty much covered almost all the topic that we basically need to learn the Linux. And in the next tutorial, what we are going to do is we are going to just cover the final chapter of our Linux Essential series, and that will be clearing the tracks, how you will delete the logs, how you will track the logs, how you will go ahead and delete them, okay, how you will. So this is how it is, like for the beginner, or you can say like for the hackers, how important it is to delete the logs and all. So in Linux, that's what the last step we are going to do, and that will be our final chapter which we are going to cover in our next tutorial. Alright guys, so I hope you understood this and you like this video. So if you like, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you will not miss the next videos that are going to come. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will meet you in the next tutorial, and till then have a great day and bye bye.